Bolton hold won the first game. 11-8.
I kind of want Balls on Parade to like win this because it's still like we still have yet to have a season where majors and minors both win the Super Ball and Mooper Ball.
Yeah, which I found surprising. I think teams have gotten close though, right?
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of teams that have gotten like close. Like the first one ever was like Marble Madness in the season 4 or 5.
Did they both make it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Base Cats. That's sure. How far did the minors get? Oh, were they both 1 seeds? Because I remember like 3 out of the 4 1 seeds lost that season in the first round.
Yeah, it was pretty grim.
Oh, and we're off. Distracted. So I don't know. Is this the normal starting lineup for Boostin? Does anybody know?
No clue.
No clue. All right, so let's go under the assumption that it is. So we got Sam and FU on offense, Laserpig and Kucherbar on defense. And Mufa's trying to get out past him. Laserpig reads the boost, knocks him down. VZ trying to get past Kucherbar, and he does briefly, but Kucher almost bomb snipes him, and Mufa boost blocks, so very good teamwork there, but some good OD puts the grab down. Mufa trying to decide whether he wants to grab, but wisely decides not to. And now Cubreezy's just trying to catch FU as he crosses midfield. FU with the good boost gets some space, but Cubreezy just standing his ground. FU going up top. Gets past VZ, who takes a wild boost around him. And it looks like while they were going, looks like Boostin got all of the 2 out of the 3 pups, and now has a good chance to cap here unless he's able to stay alive.
Oh wow!
And now 3 balls on parade are down. VZ with a rolling bomb though, so it might be safe for a while unless Kucherbar is able to track him down by himself. And now it looks like pups are worn down, so unfortunately VZ's rolling bomb goes away right before he gets defused, and now Q's gonna get the solo on Sam, and Breezy decides to grab and makes it out past 2. Now I think all the pups have officially gone away, and now Mufa's trying to play anti. Gets the reset for the team. BZ screws up a boost and goes straight into the spike. And now I reset on both sides. So it seems like the first round of pubs went pretty uneventfully, just because Balls on Parade was able to make it out, luckily. So nothing really happened, even though they missed most of the pubs. And now Sam's out past 2 with the juke juice, as we have 2 offenders tag pro, which can be kind of nasty. But Mufa's able to manage it and get out. Now Sam's still got that juke juice, so it's going to be hard to track him down. Oh, I think who was that? That was a great bomb snipe by, I want to say Laserpig or Sam. And now, I didn't see how the other flag carrier died, but Cubreezy comes in for a cap. A walk-in cap. Wow. Anybody catch how the Boostin flag carrier died?
That was just straight up contained.
Okay.
Mufro
So
bombed
he just,
the other team.
Gotcha, he just died before they could get re-grab. Well, Laserpig with a great block gets Kucherbar out past 3. Now VZ's gotta get placed in great OD if he wants to prevent this, and he does. Wow, one-on-one block, and VZ pulls it out. And now Laserpig's out past 2. Mufa will get bombs ahead. Q's going for that juke juice. FU with the juke juice, and it looks like Balls on Parade comes out 2-1 and pups. VZ with that tag pro deciding. It looks like to take it on offense. Probably a good decision, as it is a little difficult to grab. But FU with the great bump grab off another juke juice gets out, and Breezy's in trouble. But Mufa with the nice bomb gets the return. Kucherbar with a nice snipe. Now Sam's trying to line up this boost. If he can get it, he'll be out past 2 at least. But he's just being very patient, waiting for FU to get on regrab. Q goes down to pressure him off of it, and now Sam's out past 2. See if the blocks are lined up, and
Ooh, they were for a second there.
Yeah, it looked like it was there, and so Sam went for it, but it collapsed pretty quickly. Now he's got to buy some time. Very nice spike on VZ with a bomb. VZ decides to go for the kiss, trying to get that reset. It doesn't work out as Kuchar hits a great boost, and now Mufro's trying to buy time and get his team ahead. Also get that pup, so it's Mufro gets a rolling bomb, but Laserpig has the tag throw. Lets Q just walk by him to get that return. Now Sam needs to stay alive, or else it's return for Cap. But FU almost gets that return, but Q gets a very close block as Sam is coming into base, just trying to buy time. Laserpig has a tag throw, so you could play anti if he wants to, but it wears off, and so he has to trying to contain Q Breezy with the flag. Now FU's coming in, so if this contain works, but Q with a nice boost manages to get out and get balls on parade and to safety. Now FU's seems like he's in a little bit of trouble as VZ tracks him down. Q Breezy was playing anti, waiting by a boost, and so some good anti gets both teams reset. Yes, and pop. Few minutes. Power-up control is pretty even. It's 7-5 in favor of balls on parade. But it looks like Boostin swept pups this round, getting 2 tag pros in a closely contested battle. So we'll see if they're able to even out the game here, if not get more even. VZ and Mufro are gonna have to play pretty safe. Zephy's going with that tag pro. They are wearing off, so they should try to make something happen. Sam gets a grab, and Effie's trying to lead him out. Kubri's gonna go for the snipe behind, and they were winning. Basically, the whole balls on parade team just collapsed on mid. So very well done there. It's unfortunate that the tag pro was also ran out at that time. Now VC with the good grab. Second time he spikes himself on that top boost. We'll see if Mufo can make it, and Tripper has some good contain there. Now pups are coming up again. VZ deciding whether or not he wants to go for the grab, but Laserpig wisely stays back and prevents the grab. So Breezy's able to get the tag pro. FU gets the rolling ball mid, and looks like pups go 2-1 in favor of balls on parade. FU makes a grab, trying to get him out because of that tag pro. Now Mufro's out, but great bomb by
that was a really nice bomb.
Is able to prevent the cap, as that tag pro brace definitely would have been an easy cap. FU, so one of the few moments when we're trying to get that grab out and pups aren't coming up. Sam with a nice boost gets a grab. We'll see if he can make something happen with the boost, but isn't able to go over the spikes and just runs right into them. And now FU's trying to make something happen, but just can't manage it against that solid contain. Mufro with a very nice move on Laserpig, but there's a lot of people in base. Takes the boost, buys himself some time, but that contain's too strong. He needs to figure out something else, and that bomb almost helps him, but Kuchara with good positioning stops him. Now VZ's trying to make it out past mid. He's got the bombs, but he couldn't quite make it, and he gets returned. So pups this time go 2-1. All juke juices in favor to Boostin. And now FU with the juke juice out past 2. Q with a good boost gets ahead. Now he's only out past 1, and everybody's slowing him down. Sam spikes himself, trying to put up a block and just couldn't do it. Now FU's trapped himself in the spike. It's a great boost, a great move on Q Breezy. Good bomb by Q, saves that attempt, and now Kuchar Bar out past 1. Q Breezy spikes himself. Kuchar Bar just trying to see if he can make anything happen. Good approach. Almost, the blocks are almost there, but couldn't quite hold them, and now Mufro's trying to get out. Sam also makes a good move past Q Breezy out in the mid. And Mufro just couldn't stop himself from spiking. There's a chance here if Laserpig's able to get it, but VZ with some nice moves gets past him. Everybody's fighting for pups. It looks like they're all juke juices again, and 2 of them go to Boostin Dynamo. I think that's gotta be helpful now that everybody's chasing 2 juke juices is gonna be huge. And Q takes the boost away from Mufro, basically his fastest way to safety. And that's gonna be trouble as there's 2 juke juices blocking. Q decides to go for a grab, and great grab. And F just didn't trust. He almost would. I don't know if he would have had it, but it would have been close. And Q's just trying to buy time for the rest of the team to get back. Mufro's playing anti. VZ makes a desperation grab, manages to get in the corner, and buys enough time for the rest of the team to get back. So great, like, last minute plays. Sam with a great boost. This could be capped. Wow.
Well
and he finally gets capped. That was well deserved. That was some great defense by Boostin Dynamo there.
Yeah.
Even though they kept getting those last second stops, they just couldn't. The balls on parade just couldn't stop it. It eventually capped. And now, still a little bit of danger. He's still on Boostin's side of the map, but at spawn, he gets an opening and make it past halfway. But it does look like Boostin, they either swept or got two of the main ones, as it's they've got a lawnmower, and VZ's in trouble. As they were playing anti, this could be another cap. Q plays great OD as he just charges out. Very hard to prevent that. But this could be another cap, as the pubs buy him some time, but Breezy standing mid playing smart. Buys him time, or stops the grab. Now VZ makes a grab. There's still 20 seconds left, and this game's 1-1, so very close game. 15 seconds left. Mufra puts up a good move, but Laserpig's there to cover for Kucherbar. Looks like that might be it, unless something crazy happens. VZ goes for a grab, gets some space, but doesn't quite have enough. Looks like that's how the half ends, with Q Breezy topping the leaderboard with that cap and 11 returns. But Kucherbar with 21 returns. Very good game for Kucherbar. Pups going in favor of Boostin 16-11. You gotta believe that's what really got him that last cap. Well, partially. What did you guys, everybody else think?
Well, it was fairly tight for the most part. There was a lot of really passive play. Usually, when you have games on Pilot, when the offense tends to make mistakes, usually the flow of the play opens up more often than not. But Pups were really tight. It was actually 10-10 until the last 2 minutes where Boostin was able to get 5 of 6. And that ultimately led to them tying the game, was being able to sweep 2 or get 2 of 3 with 2 juke juices and being able to track down all the last desperation grabs in time to get the cap.
Yeah, that play where they kept the flag on their side, Boostin's side, that was huge. Ball Parade got there like for a minute straight, I want to say, if not maybe a little bit less, but that seemed like a crazy sequence of events, and they finally were able to get that reset. That was a huge play by their defense.
And also by the offender. Like, it was FUCK, I think. He's just kind of like running around for a long time staying alive.
Definitely, yeah. He played very well, just being very patient.
Yeah, it was very good OD, and I mean that was the epitome of the entire half. It was just great OD plays after great OD plays. Couldn't count the amount of times where an FC was by 3, and I remember one of them where VZ was on a solo block. Yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. But
I want to say it's pronounced epitome, right?
No, sorry, I meant to say it was a tone, but it came out epitome.
No, it is.
Epitome.
Looks like all the lineups are staying the same.
Oh yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't they? That was a very close game.
Right. So I did look up the minutes actually for each of these minors teams. So it looks like Boostin's most minutes are Jubs, Kuchbar, Sam, and Antiri.
Where is Jubs? I totally forgot.
I think he used lefty Jubs, but I don't know that for sure.
Oh, so maybe this isn't his map, I guess.
No, could be.
Maybe like they could.
Yeah, it could be some match strategies here.
June asking for a spot.
Yeah,
yes,
I'll get on that.
Now we're starting back up, so very short break. Hopefully they had some good halftime speeches. We'll see if there's an early cap here at the beginning. Mufro gets a good grab, might be able to buy VZ some space, and he's got
else took my spot.
Oh no! VC trying to get past Kucherbar, manages to get a corner and spike Kucherbar, so maybe Mufro can make something out of this, but no, everybody spawns in it. Looks like it's just gonna be resets again. Just no early mistakes. It looks like VC kind of screws over and Mufro there, but we'll see if he can put up a block for him. Not quite as Laserbig reads it perfectly.
Yeah, there's probably some miscommunications there. I think VZ kind of wanted to bomb in for the grab, and Moofer just kind of grabbed, and by the time
True.
you realize the grab was too late.
Now pups are spawning. Everybody's fighting for it. We'll see who wins mid. It looks like Balls on Parade might be able to get it. Oh,
he got it.
So good sacrifice there. We'll buy him a few seconds before the Tag Pro is able to make it back to defense, back to offense. Now there's still bombs in mid, so even if they get out, you can see Sam just lining up, waiting, ready for that bomb. And he blows it a little early. And now it looks like it's gonna be a walking cat for Mufra. So good idea by Sam, but I think he saw a little bit of danger too early. Blew his load. Now VZ's out past one. Gets returned, and now gets returned for Kev for Balls on Parade. As Mufra has to stay safe here. Now it looks like everybody's gonna be reset. VZ, well, no, not as I say that, but both teams get a grab. And now, I could try to speculate as the team, as all our commentators are trying to get in, our analysts are trying to get in. Pups are spawning. Let me speculate for a second.
Yeah, Sam was able to get a rolling bomb. Fortunately for Balls on Parade, Muffro had a Tag Pro, so there wasn't really a whole lot doing there in order to get Q Breezy reset.
Right,
Looks like there you go.
I think thanks for the cover, Bob.
No problem.
So it doesn't look like anything too exciting happened as the game is still 1-0 for the half. Balls on Parade up by 1 overall. And a good boost gets a return and almost screws over Mufra, but Kucherbar still manages to get the return. BZ's out past 1, and Q and Breezy shutting down the re-grab train. And it looks like both teams are going to be reset now. Kucher tries to get out base, manages to get some room as Q's is closing down on him. And now Laserpig has a lot of space. He's out past 2 as people are going for... Oh no. That was a very good chance. Both teams are going for pups. He had an opening, but an unfortunate bomb knocked him down. VZ jukes Kucherbar past the boost, and he's out past 2. And that's going to be another cap. That was a very nice move by VZ. Oh, and an unfortunate spawn from Mufra, as he would have been out past 1 or 2. But he walked over.
Pro-level spawns there.
Yeah, right over him. A couple of flacids here. As Boostin has a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of, as they're down by 2 with still plenty of time left. It looks like this lead has been started because of pup dominance, because on this half it is 7-2 in favor of Balls on Parade. But everybody's safe now, and VZ trying to throw some blocks. Doesn't quite get it, and 2 quick flacids. Now pups are spawning. This might lead to Boostin winning their pup if VZ or Mufra they just decided to give up on their pup, Boostin's pup period, and go for mid. But some good bombs from Boostin managed let Laserpig get the rolling bomb. Sorry, getting caught up in my words. Now they got a juke. Boostin's got a juke juice on defense, so it's gonna be tough to get out. As I say that was a decent handoff, but VZ's still in trouble, and Kucherbar and FU shut down. Now we're reset again. So I think we've been reset. I think a little bit more often this than any others. As I say that, Sam has a great rub grab, but a good boost from Q forces him to bomb backwards into Q Breezy.
Q just looked like he was bobbing all over the place and just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Q with that great game sense somehow as pups are spawning, and Mufra decides for the grab. So he won't be able to cap, but he will get the Balls on Parade some pup dominance here as they win 2. And they have a decent chance as Kucherbar decides to go for the juke juice. Laserpig makes a risky grab, but does buy enough time for Kucherbar to make it back.
Yeah.
And Kucherbar with the flag pro makes it past 3. Probably a good team kiss from both teams because they were both going to be in a little bit of trouble there. As Sam is trying to navigate his way past everybody, Kucherbar's tag pro wears up in an unfortunate time for him. And Q Breezy and Mufro able to shut down the re-grab. Q is probably trying to get back to defense, even though he doesn't grab, so maybe he does want to make a good grab here, a good showing of himself on offense. Sam has a decent shot, but not able to pull it off. Now VZ's struggles to get past a lot. Just nothing there really. As pups are starting to spawn again. Going back to this power-up battle, but Mufro's 2v1, so he's probably not gonna get it. Decides just to go for mid, and manages to get a juke juice. So we'll see if Laserpig can get a grab. No, early defuse by Q42. Mufro with the juke juice, trying to get past Sam with the juke juice, but Kuchabar just nails him with the boost, and BZ stands still a little bit too long, and Sam just pounces. If he's trying to get past the double Q defense. And a good block by Sam buys him enough space. That defense wasn't a great positioning. They decided to go for the straight horizontal line.
Yeah.
And got the double block on him. And now FE trying to buy some space, but accidentally bombs him and himself in a spike. Now can Mufro get past 3? Past 2 now. Oh, nice move on Laserpig, and another move on Kuchabar. Gets a lot of space, but Laserpig's still ahead. Kuchabar catches up. Yeah. Now FU gets past 2 as Q decides to go for the bomb, and oh wow, great boost, and unfortunate placing for Laserpig. As Mufro gets the return, and now Sam with the Superman goes flag pro. This could be dangerous if Q needs to stay alive here. He runs for the corner, and Kuchabar spikes himself, so that allows Q to get out safely. Wow, that was a really unfortunate spike there, and great decision making by Q to stay alive. And now Kuchabar trying to play solo D until Sam spawns, and it looks like both teams are going to be reset again. And now time's starting to run out for Boostin. They had 2 minutes, still plenty of time to try to make this comeback, but they are running a little low. As Mufro makes a nice move, gets past Kuchabar. Now he's got plenty of space, but he's still got to get past everybody. Goes for the boost. We'll see if Laserpig's able to get the snipe. No, and now he's out past 2, and Sam was caught unaware. This might be a cap. Nope. Great pull by FU. Gets out.
That was very nice.
Or buys enough time at least, but Q with that, since Q Breezy was able to get that juke juice, it's going to be hard for them to get out as Mufro is coming in with that juke juice block, and that's another cap for Balls on Parade. So very good sequence there. But Laserpig has that tag pro, so it's going to be hard. Q with the boost was able to get the first grab. That second grab is probably going to be out. A nice bomb from Kuchabar returns his opposing flag carrier. And now Sam might get out past 3 here with a good boost, but unfortunately right into the bomb. So 1 minute left, down by 3 caps. This is going to be tough for Boostin. And Sam gets a decent grab, but Effie can't do the block. But Effie's going to be out past 3 with a good boost. And now VZ's got to place and almost, that was good blocks. That was a good attempt by VZ. Slowed him down, but the blocks from the defense were able to get him that cap. So very well done. As that's exactly what they needed. So they're still in this by the skin of their teeth. It's going to be tough. This round of pups is going to be important. Sam does get a tag pro, but VZ gets one too. So mid still hasn't spawned. It looks like it's delayed. It's a rolling bomb, so it won't make too much of a difference. And VZ's trying to clear out mid for throw. And he makes it out past 3, but Sam's still there. This isn't going to work out. As the tag pro wears off, but VZ can't get the boost. But there's 20 seconds left. We see Kuchabar playing anti, trying to get that reset, and it works. Almost gets him this cap.
So close.
That would have been clutch, but unfortunate for Boostin as they have 15 seconds left and they're not playing anti anymore. They're kind of on their heels because that was a very good attempt, but unfortunately didn't work. And Sam decides to play anti now, but 6 seconds left, and Mufro deciding to play anti as well, as there's no way they can get 2 caps if they're playing anti, and that's the end of the first game. Q going huge with 20 returns. Mufro with 2 caps. That was a very, very good half.
Yeah, great play all around.
Wow.
Those were some very good games. Impressed. Power up control a little more towards Balls on Parade this time, 16-0
Yeah, it definitely made a difference early on. I think winning the first 3 rounds, they went 7-2, and that really set the tone for the rest of the half. They were able to get a couple caps, and it's not hard to play against like pups like tag pros and stuff like once in a while, but having to do that over consecutive rounds is definitely a daunting task to ask your defense to do every single time.
Definitely agree. Yeah, it's like once if you've managed to stop them for 1 minute and they come back again for the second minute, it's unlikely that they'll make the same mistakes twice, let alone 3 times. And Sam with some band.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll move on to our second minute of Transilio. So you guys are the halftime, right? So.
Is there a song, a dance? Reciting poetry?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Hold on to your dongers, it's time for game 2.
Oh, baby. Did you just make that up on the spot?
Of course. Actually, no, I had that in my back pocket. I wrote this a couple of seasons ago, just on the off chance that I would commentate one day.
That was pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I did I want to give minor shout outs because I want to say for Boostin, like Sam and Laserpig at different points had like really great blocks to get their FCs out.
Yes.
So I always thought that was huge. Like that's really appreciative as a flag carrier. And then fucking Q42 tried to do the Groove 6 move that I always try and do and fail horribly, which is like you're on defense and like somebody's coming into base and you boost them into the spike. Like I love doing that, but I am too bad to actually ever land it.
Yeah, most of the time if you miss, you just kill
spike yourself horribly. Yeah,
and then
but
you
like
your
no
partner 2-on-1. So
yeah,
it's a little rough, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, what does Boostin need to change to win on Transilio?
They just need to get some pop control and some momentum. Like, once they get a first couple of rounds, getting out is just a matter of time. And maybe with a change up in the offense, getting anti-re in there for FUCK might provide enough of a spark to be able to get them the momentum they need.
And this map, I feel like is very different from Pilot. Can somebody spec push me when they get the chance?
Me too, thanks.
I think it's a lot more like, and you handle the bombs in like how does a defense? Oh, somebody stole it. Can somebody else?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh no, somebody else. Bob. Wait, does anybody else in here need the spike glitch?
No, we're good.
Everybody's good. Okay. Oh, and it looks like they already started, and Mufro's out past 2 already. Nice. Was there any lineup changes? It looks like Annie is in for FUCK, and they're keeping the defense the same on. Oh, Mufro with a great move around the spikes, almost gets past Annie, but not Sam with some good positioning. No, it doesn't look like there's any lineup changes for balls on parade, and Sam with a good bomb, but Mufro with some good placement there gets a return. Now is there past 2 for a long time, so some patience here would be good. As Laserpig makes a good pull, but Q with that portal game gets a quick return, and balls on parade are up 1-0 in the first minute. So we'll see how Boostin handles not being reset and having to go for pups. Sam gets a tag pro in their base, but now it's looking rough as Kuchabar has to grab and gets returned quickly, as it would have been a 2-on-1 easy grab. But Sam has a tag pro, decides to go flag pro. I think that may have been an accident. As,
I think that
it would have been much better to lead. Yeah. But he still got a tag pro. Q with the great button pretty much puts the rest of the tag pro for that minute. Mufro's in trouble.
Mufro.
Yeah. Oh, gets past 1, but Laserpig was ready for that portal. And so it's 2-0 within the first couple minutes. So a little rough, but Sam manages to get out past Q Breezy and Q. We'll see if the blocks are there. Breezy with a good grab and a semi-block from Q42. Oh, Kuchabar trusted his partner and got the anti-read. Now Sam just walks in for a cap after Kuchabar with a good block. So that was some good teamwork there for the Boostin offense. Mm-hmm. And now we're fighting for pups. Annie-Reed just boosts ahead past everybody. Q's in position, but he could get blocked out. Oh, so close as the boost block just wasn't right on target. And now it's return for Cap, but Kuchabar has a rolling bomb past 3, so this could be dangerous for both teams.
Tie this up, yeah.
as Q42 has a tag pro, so it's kind of return free cap for both, but Mufro decides to bail all the way back into base.
Oh,
and now they kiss. So it looks like Balls on Parade needs to get out, and VZ with going through ballsy move going through the gate, but it works out. And now VZ almost manages a pull, a split, and Mufro gets out past 2. Q trying to get a solo return, but he somehow bombs him all the way back in the base. Mufro trying to get out, and it's just pretty chasey right now. I guess standard Translate. Andy is stuck in base. We'll see if he manages to get out, and he gets out. Pups are spawning again. As Mufro steals a rolling bomb. Could have been a cap there, but a good play from Sam gets him the flag anyways. And the game, throw with that tag, kind of walking Ree away from the base, but decides to go chase instead. Now VZ has a flag. Kuchabar leading laser tag a little bit. Laser tag in base, trying to see if anything's available to him, but not quite. Bombs all the way back into the enemy base. But some good boosts get him out, like no problem. That's laser tag. Okay. And
shout out to my boy Laser Pig.
Laser Pig gets a good. Mufro with a great bomb gets out past everybody. Wow. That went from Boostin to good for Balls on Parade in very quick manner. Laser Pig had a great spawn that led to Andy really quickly, but Mufro had a wonderful bomb that got him out past basically the whole team. So great play by Mufro, really. And now Pups go 2-1 for Boostin, as Boostin has a tag pro and a juke juice, and Sam's out past 2 with that juke juice, and now Laser Pig.
Dominoes there in the middle.
That shut down all the Pups. Andy Ree, he almost thread the needle with that bomb, but not quite. Now the Pups have worn off. Sam goes for the grab, misses the boost, so he gets nailed in the back. Now Andy Ree trying to juke Mufro, but couldn't quite do it. This is 3-1 with 5 minutes left, so anybody's game at this point. As Sam, with some great work on the portals, gets out past 2. We'll see if the blocks are there, and not quite, as Sam decides to buy some time, wait for some flacids.
Ooh, the gate.
And that's flacid number 1. Now Pups are spawning, so Sam gets a rolling bomb, so this could be dangerous. Another rolling bomb mid. Q-Breezy decides to go for it, but Mufro's in a little bit of danger. Nice move, buys him time, and gets the defuse on Sam. But still in danger, as Q-Breezy has that rolling bomb and doesn't quite know what to do with it.
Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, and VZ gets another flaccid, and Breezy's the last one left, but great positioning, gets that return. Wow, that was some great play by Breezy. And now Q manages to get out past a few, but decides to just in the back. Now Mufro goes for the grab, gets out past 2 with a very nice bomb. Wow. That's the second time Mufro's bombed out of base to an easy cap.
Watch that. Yeah.
So that's just some great bomb work by Mufro. And now Q-Breezy trying to come in, but just goes for the quick one and gets shut down. Mufro tries for a boost, gets out past 2 with a very nice boost, and a flaccid and some great blocks lead to another cap.
Laser Pig had a 3.
Yeah, Boostin's reeling a little bit, as VZ needs to stay alive with the tag pro and a nice cap. So it's exactly what they needed right now, as they were down by 4 and now only down by 2, and they have a tag pro lead. So this looks really good for Boostin. And it's another cap. What a turnaround here. Now they're only down by 2, and this could be another cap because of the flashes in the same tag pro. Holy crap, and it's 5-4. And just as Boostin was reeling, so is Balls on Parade. This might be another cap, but no. All right, Boostin is able to get in position, and now we're settling down as Kuchabar is also playing anti. So at the end of all this huge mess, it is a 4-5-1 cap game, as Boostin responds with their own run. They're saying they're not going anywhere. This is still a game. And now Mufro's out past 2. Sam extends himself and gets pushed all the way back, and now it's only 2 in base of Flaccid.
Couldn't quite make it to that portal,
Good work. VC manages to get out past 2, going through gate, screws up the gate, might get gated, doesn't get gated, but Annie makes it out past. This could be past everybody as he hits the boost, and that's a quick cap as everybody's caught going for pups, and it's a tie game. Another close game. That's great resilience by Boostin, as they were down by 4 at one point. Was Q-Breezy able to just corral the flag carrier, and great positioning by Q to get that return and shut down the train. 5-5, 2.5 minutes left. Mufra going for a grab, trying to play with the portals, kills them, and now VZ goes for a grab.
Side getting past Q. Oh, there we go.
And almost managing to get out by Boostin, but not quite. Kuchabar going for a quick flaccid to get back on defense with pup spawning. Q trying to go for a spike or something to win that pup. Andy Reid not deciding to go for the grab, and it's a rolling bomb. Sam goes for a free grab, has a bomb, manages to get out past 1. Mufro managed to get out as well, as mid-pup looks to be a little bit delayed enough, around forwarding 2 as nobody went for it. We'll see if VZ tries to go for that kiss. He does, but he's not going to have it, as Sam made a good move. Now we'll see if Q debating whether or not to chase back for the return. But that rolling bomb's going to wear out. No, and he manages to use it and for good use. And now VZ playing some good anti-re on anti-re. Got him reset. And now Q debating on what to do. He's pretty good in his place right now because Sam's playing anti.
Maybe he'll just wait for the mid pop.
Yeah. He might wait for the mid pop, or he might wait for Sam to get off. I liked what Q was doing. He had no rush, but he
probably got a little closer than he needed there.
Yeah, I think he should have just waited for pups. If they weren't taking him off re, and they would have been gate placement for pups, as he could have gotten mid easily, and Mufra could have fought for their pup, the enemy pup.
Oh, cleaned up at center.
Yeah, Balls on Parade manages to get 2 out of 3, but they're juke juices, and Sam gets the tag throw.
VZ missed the flag.
So this could go either way right now. VZ with the good grab, but bad bomb, and now Sam trying to lead out Kuchabar, but Breezy with a very nice angle gets past the tag pro and gets the return. Now 20 seconds left, still tie game, but Anuri's got a bomb. If he can use this well, he can be out past 2. And he does use it very well, and he's out past 2, but hits
just
the
not
diagonal.
Very much momentum. Yeah.
Ooh, and unfortunately he spikes himself. So 6 seconds. This will probably be the end unless VZ can pull some magic. Mufro gets out past 2, but doesn't have the angle, and doesn't have the time. So a 5-5 half. Wow, that was crazy in the middle there. What did you guys all think?
Who picked this map?
That is a good question. I don't know. Bob McCartney was the one who picked the minors maps, I believe. So I don't know.
Yeah, no. Boostin started off a little sloppy. You could tell that they're just trying to make plays and it just wasn't working. So, like when Sam grabbed the tag pro on back by accident, and, general things like that. And Balls on Parade had the killer instinct early. Looked like they were falling a little bit on their heels later once they got the 4-cap lead. Like what some typical teams would do, try to get everybody capped, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. And then as the quicker than you could blink an eye, they come storming back with 4 caps of their own. So it's Balls on Parade. If they want to wrap this thing up, they got to keep that killer instinct. And for Boostin Dynamo, they need to get to a better start. They need to get the nerves out of the way. And they just need to concentrate on making good, concentrated plays, making good decisions.
Well, I thought it was interesting, actually, because, Balls on Parade started doing what you said Boostin had to do to make the turnaround. Win a couple good rounds of pups and just have massive momentum. And then I don't really think they fizzled. I think a couple players made some, really bad decisions, and they just got absolutely, hammered for it.
True. Yep. So, but at the end of it all, it was just 5-5. So still very even. Very good matchup between the 1 and 4 team. And this is the 4th seed. So I don't. I think they had been winning. I think their record had been improving. I don't think they started the season off too hot. I could be wrong here, but I think they started winning towards the end of their season. So they're really hot right now, and as you can see, they're putting up a great fight. Pretty much fighting for their life in this last half, as they have to win it to move on to push it to the third map, which would be Rush.
Great man.
That would be very exciting. And looks like we're just about to start. I think so. Balls on Parade kept their same lineup. Did you see any changes for?
Nope.
For Boostin? Nope.
I'll take a spot if anybody can.
Here, I'll spec glitch for you.
I'll do it too for anybody else who needs it.
Nice.
Before it starts.
Thank you.
All right. Looks like we're starting. Same lineups. So this is exactly how the other pilot game went, right? Because they were tied at the end of the half.
Yeah, they were 1-1. Yeah.
So we'll see who can keep it up this time. As Sam makes a nice move.
Yes.
Q's right in great position to get the return, and now VZ's out past 2. We'll see if the blocks are there. Just tried for the split, almost got it, but a good pull prevents the cap, and now Laserpig's in a little bit of trouble, but he reads it right and manages to get out past 2. Q makes a good boost, but gets blocked by Kuchabar to buy Laserpig more space. And now Q42 makes a grab, and that's return for cap, but no, Laserpig knows and he's staying very safe, being very patient. Q's just dancing around the base, trying to stay alive. And now Pups are coming up soon. We'll see who takes the initiative here. I do think that will make a difference. Sam just straight lines, I think it was Mufro, and gets a quick return now, but Q-Breezy manages to get the Pup in base, which is a rolling bomb, so he'll be safe for a bit. But Kuchabar has a tag pro, and that's gonna be a difference maker as Q42 chasing with a juke shoe. So we'll see if Annie can avoid him long enough. And he made great split there by by Annie Ray, and he's just running around the map. He was able to wait out the juke shoe, so impressive there. As this is a pretty long carry for him. I think it's around 30 seconds now as he's finally corralled by Q Breezy. And now Sam's got a bomb, gets past everybody. Q42 able to catch up.
Barely got that.
Getting the button, getting that return. And Mufro trying to get fancy, unable to do it. And now Q's kind of stuck in the corner. Oh my god, Laserpig had a shot, but unfortunate boost put him right into the spike. That was a tough boost. And now Pups are spawning. Q42 is trying to fight for it. And we can see Annie going back all the way in a base to get that tag pro. It's dangerous as Sam has a rolling bomb. If he gets out, luckily Mufra is able to get out at the same time. And so they're a little safe, but that Annie's playing kind of protection with that tag pro. VC with some nice moves almost avoids them, but finally gets caught. Now Q-Bree's got to avoid the tag pro, but looks like the Pups are all worn off, and we still didn't get reset, so they won't be too much of a factor this round. Now Q's trying to get past this contain, almost manages to do it, but they kiss instead.
And a second kiss.
Kisses. A little bit of danger if Muchiro doesn't make the right moves, but he makes him move past the gate. He's done that a few times through the gate, and it's worked out. It's a little dangerous. Mufro goes for the kiss again.
Gonna be X-rated here soon.
This time, Boostin gets the reset, and Balls on Parade trying to shut down the train. Q going for that pup, very nice. Breezy going for the pup, very nice, and Q42 going all the way back in the base for that tag. Mufro gets out past 2 when he was by himself in the base. Very nice moves. And it looks like I think that was Kuchabar spiked himself on accident. This puts Boostin in bad position, but Sam makes some very nice moves and gets past both defenders, one with the tag pro and one with the juke. Just solid kiss from VZ, as that might be a reset unless Laserpig uses that bomb, and he does it so very nicely, but VZ's still ahead and manages to get the return. Mufro shutting down that boost, so looks like the offense is on defense, and we'll see if they can put up the blocks, and they just can't, as Laserpig gets caught in the corner. Q's getting corralled backwards. Can he make a move? And he cannot as he gets shut down. Now Laserpig comes in a base, flying in a base. Oh, great bomb. Great bombs from on top lead him right into the flag carrier. And now Pups are spawning soon, so Mufra decides not to grab, but that 2v1 fight is going to be really rough to win. Kucherbar wins a rolling bomb, but BZ gets the more important tag pro from middle, and now he can lead him. Anyway, he's going to have to get out, or Kucherbar is going to have to do something with that rolling bomb. He gets a good grab with the rolling bomb, and now he's looking for that kiss, but BZ with some great positioning gets the return. Can Sam save him? And not quite, as Q42 catches a corner. And now it's a one-cap lead for Balls on Parade. And Mufro manages to get out past 2. Can Balls on Parade put up the blocks? But no, Andy Reid catches up from behind with a great boost. Kucherbar trying to snipe VZ, misses and hits his spike. And now VZ waiting for that boost, but decides to go ahead and just gets nailed by Laserpig. Mufro with the good portal use gets out past 2. Laserpig spikes Kucherbar. Mufro buys himself more time getting that tag, but gets hit by Sam with some good OD.
Kucherbar
and now Kucherbar passes a bunch with the rolling bomb. VZ makes a very good bomb and buys himself time, but Sam speeding out. Q-Breezy with a great defusal gets the flag, but there's still danger here. Sam's after him.
Very dangerous.
Q-Breezy's gotta juke Sam, and VZ comes in with a great block to buy Q-Breezy plenty of time. But it's still very dangerous as Laserpig is just destroying Balls on Parade in their base. But now his tag pro is out, and it looks like Balls on Parade, by some great carrying from Q-Breezy, was safe for that very dangerous time. Kucherbar trying to get out past the defense again. He's very close to that return, but he finally got it.
No,
and a bad bomb.
Major level spawn.
And so it looks like some good plays from both teams are going to get the reset there. So yeah, that capping opportunity, I hope that doesn't come back to bite Boostin, because that was a great opportunity for them. Now Sam decides to go for the grab instead of the pup because he was just going to lose it, but gets returned by some good contain. Now Kucherbar also has the tag pro, so he's probably just going to sit on there, not wanting to risk Mufro with that Juke Juice getting a grab. And he lunges at the last second and gets him. And now all the pups are wearing it. So a little bit boring when the two tag pros decide to stay on their flag. But no, you can't say it's a bad decision because they're both playing it safe. As Boostin is still very much in this with only one cap down. VZ makes a great grub grab past 2. And Andy makes a good grab past the gate. Some good blocks from Sam. And they played anti. Ballsy play with anti, but it works out as they're able to get the return solo. Mufro's in a little bit of trouble. Andy with the great move on that 45-degree managed to get in and out of base. Mufro's still in a lot of trouble. That's a great carry and a great block from QZ out. That was great carrying from Mufro and some nice teamwork to get him out. Now pups are spawning. 2 out of 3, I believe, go to Balls on Parade, and the other one was a rolling bomb. So this is going to be a little bit dangerous for Boostin. As they can't, it'll be really bad if they get returned, and now Sam has to make a big play to get out past the defense, but VZ with some good positioning gets the return. Now Kucherbar has to do the same. VZ with a very nice boost just couldn't get the position just right. Now Kucherbar made a very good play and managed to get out. Q goes for the kiss. Oh, and the reset, I think Mufa's playing anti, and now with the bomb, and Laserpig gets blocked out, deciding not to go for the button. I think that was it was too fast. He didn't know where he was coming from, and he made a decision. And it just wasn't the right one, unfortunate. Now they're down by 2 with 2 minutes left. Now one Flaccid, but everybody's in front. Another Flaccid. This could be dangerous now. Oh, the pup.
VZ with a pup.
That might have been what they were rushing about, trying to get to pub. Oh, and almost another cap, but Kucherbar comes running in to stop the cap. And now Annie's out. VZ decides to play anti as they can't afford that luxury, right? Because they are up by 2. It's really up to Boostin to make something happen here. And they're not playing anti or anything. They're still going for this return. They do still have time. It's a minute and a half left, but they got to start making things happen. As I think they're going to start playing anti. Kucherbar goes for the kiss, and Annie respawns. Oh, and Annie's able to get that reset on Q42. And now they can't come up empty too many times. They did get somebody to die there, but now Sam's in a little bit of trouble. As VZ is able to get that return. So this is what Boostin needed. They needed to get reset first and foremost. But now they need to make something happen. These pups are going to be very important as to who wins it. Looks like Breezy and Mufra are in good position to win theirs. But Anuri decides to go for the grab and gets out past everybody. And gets a quick cap. Wow, that was ballsy play, and it worked out perfectly for them. But they lost 2 out of the 3 pups, and so they have to get reset first, and it's gonna be hard trying to get Q Breezy. But Laserpig with a great boost starts it wonderfully. He just VZ has to get out, or else his team is in a lot of trouble. But he managed to get out with some very good blocks in base. And now there's 20 seconds left. Anuri is playing anti, and that was great. Kuchabar came off rehab and got that return. That was a little risky, but it worked out perfectly. Now there's 10 seconds left, and this is all or nothing right here. And Q manages to get the return as Sam is caught unaware on the boost, and that is the end of the Boostin season. Wow, that was a great game. That was a great game. Congratulations to Boostin for putting up a great match.
Yeah, those were some intense games to watch.
Like they did all the right things to be able to catch up, right? Like they played anti, they came off regrab and got the return. They just couldn't finish it at the end there with all of balls on parade and base. But damn, those were some good games.
And they had lots of chances like throughout the game. It was just being able to execute the final segment of the play to be able to secure the cap that they were having trouble with. Balls on parade were playing really good OD in order to keep them from capping.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was a very close game.
Twitch chat shouting out that EBF BOP is missing Maurice.
Maurice quit. He kind of deleted his Reddit account and didn't really say anything to Balls on Parade. So yeah, they're going to be playing without him for the remainder of the playoffs, as he's been missing since, I believe, mid-December.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we do have.
I mean, I thought Q Breezy did really well though, right? And he was who replaced Maurice.
Yeah, Q Breezy's been playing great.
So somebody wants an anti shout out to VZ, but I hear VZ did spectacular tonight, so.
An anti shout out?
Yeah.
So like a boo or something?
Yeah, like they want to specifically not compliment him at all. He was the game changer, actually. So
was he now? I don't know who I can really point to on Balls on Parade. I think everybody had a clutch move at some point or another. Alright, it looks like we're shutting off. Thank you guys for watching. And thanks for Iron K for letting us commentate and analyze.
Crash the stream.
Thanks, everybody. Have a nice night.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.